So peaceful. Good. You hear me okay? Yeah? Yeah? Got it? More laps and then we'll get started. Yeah. I think in the beginning, yeah. I think in the beginning, and then just have him go around the outside, our snake thing. We'll do outside first, see how it goes, and then we'll graduate to just, yeah. I know. Just going to blend in and start making laps. Okay? Yep. Stop when you get down to Ethan on that end. Okay. Ethan, you're going to start with Taylor down there. Okay? And I'll have you take 5. Okay? Turn your right hand over, so instead of under the leash, over the top. There you go. Good. So I'm going to have you stop here, Christina. And KK, you can stop there. David, a little further over here. Yeah. Aaron here, Virginia here. Jim, come on over. Come right over to here. Yep, good. You guys hear me okay down there? Yes? Okay. So we're going to start our snake exercise here. Okay? So Taylor's going to come down this path on this side. Jim's going to start us on this path right through here. So just come over here, stand right here for me, Jim. Okay? I want everybody to walk their dogs on the right-hand side during this exercise. For those of you that haven't been here, good. For those of you that haven't been here, perfect. Good. She's like, I know him. Haven't been here. We're going to go back and forth a lot, right-handed, left-handed. We'll help you out. But for this exercise to start with, all dogs in your right hand. So go ahead and adjust that now. Okay. So you're going to follow, right? You know the routine. You haven't been here yet for this. This is exciting stuff. Yeah? Good. So when you get to the end of the line here, Jim, that last yellow cone, you're going to circle to the right and just come back over here. Nope, you're going to this path right here. You're just going straight line or right down through. Okay. So see the pool hanging off the fence? Just between you and the pool.
Head towards that. Okay.
Head towards that. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, go ahead. And then you'll follow suit. Follow, follow. Next line over, Taylor. Good. Excellent. Yep. So the reason that we're doing the dogs on the right is to make sure that they feel a sense of protection with you in the middle. This helps with reactivity. And then just work your way back to the starting line. Good job. So Jim, you can come right back up here and stop right here. We'll wait for that line to reset there. This is the blue team. That's the yellow team. It is. Yeah. This is a desire wanting to meet. This is excitement. Just,
I feel if he did meet, he would jump on them. And
then he might take it further. Yeah. Yeah. It's a desire to be close. Yeah. So just turn towards him and walk back. See if that has anything to... Good. Okay, same thing again. Go ahead, Jim. Taylor, go ahead. This is like our warm-up. Good. Good. And then right back to the starting spot again, Jim. Right there is good. Yep. Good. So what we're going to do from here, this next go around, so Taylor, when you get up here, you're just going to circle back and take this path back. We're going to do a couple of laps that way. Okay? Everybody follows Taylor. So for you, you're going to go down that second yellow cone that's in this path in the middle. Okay. As soon as you hit that second yellow cone, you're going to curl and come back through this path right here. Yep. Yep. Just get on there. Okay. Same thing again. Dogs walking next to each other for a little bit longer now. We can move further because there hasn't been any negative interaction so far. Go ahead. And if there is a negative interaction, then we'll figure it out. Got a lot of littles here tonight. Curl to your left and then continue. We're going to do 2 full laps this way. Like if you're walking on a path or a trail. Good. Yep. We're going to do a couple of laps here. Nice job. So Christina, turn your hand is under the leash. I want it to go over the top. Good. Stop down at that end this time. Down there. Good. Jim right here in front of me. Okay. Yep. Wait for a second. Come on. All right. So you heard me say we're going to do it. So a really easy way to do this. We difficult and it down. So when the dog is here on your right, good practice is to just go in front of him, change the hands over, and reset. You see how simple that was? So this whole night I want you to practice this back and forth when I say switch hands, that you're swinging out in front of them. If they're up and moving around, Katie, come here. And we start to try to get to the other side of them, and then all this happens all of a sudden, it can get a little complicated. Make sense? Raise your hand. You got it? Yep. Yep. Got it? Okay. So, everybody put your dogs on your left. Here you are, sir. We're increasing your skills by learning how to walk with both hands and for you to understand that sensitivity. Good. Good, good, good. Left, 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 left. Same thing again. You're going to go down and come back. We're going to do 2 laps like that. So now the dogs are on the inside. It's very important that you have some confidence doing this. You're the one guiding and leading. Okay? Taylor, go ahead and start us off. Just wait 1 second, Jim. Okay, go ahead. Everybody goes. Go ahead now. Yep. So just use some encouragement there, Katie. That's all. You notice how much more eye contact there is here? Look at them all looking at each other. That's because they don't have that feeling of safety and everything's a little bit closer. That's why we might do more than 2 laps so it can start to dissipate a little bit. As you're walking by other dogs, don't be afraid to look at your own dog so you can start to learn patterns and routines. Yeah, well, that's the idea, for sure. And so in this moment right now, everybody's hand position on the leash is perfect. Because when I look down this aisle, I see the back of everybody's hand. And that's what we want. We don't want to scoop the leash underneath. Good. So shorten your leash, Marianne. Short, short, short. There you go. Good. Ethan, you going to have Taylor stop down there? Jim, you're going to swing around me again. You're going to have to do things in. I should have told you that beforehand. Huh? That's what I was thinking. We'll just do 5 and 6. Okay. You guys are going to come down here with me. Okay? Come on. That's good. Katie, you can come in. You don't have to go that far. Good. Leo, why don't you go down in front of Katie there? Okay. Captain, come here in front of Murphy. Aaron, come on over here. Are you comfortable doing that? Yeah? You can do it. Yeah, good. You come down. Yep. Good. Come right in here. Yep, come on over here. We'll put the 2 littles kind of on the end here. Okay? You guys in here? And I want everybody to face in that direction with the dogs on your left. So do what you have to do in my front row here to kind of get this. Even if you have to take a couple of steps to get them swung back around, go ahead and do it. Okay? Good? So, back row, come up 1 step. Make your dogs move at least 1 step, and then you can put them into a sit. So here, all we're going to do my front row, you're just walking all the way down. When you get to the fence, you're just going to turn around and put your dogs into a sit. This group behind you is obviously in close quarters to you guys. So once you get down there, for a split second, and then you guys are going to turn around and face back this way. Okay? Here's the thing. This is the key to this. You need to look left and right at your neighbor the entire time so that everybody stays paced with each other. Okay? So if you walk out and you're 30 feet ahead and there's nobody next to you, we're not helping each other out, right? Everybody's here to help each other out. We've all gone through your stuff. Okay? So we have to keep the same pace. And we're going to do some other exercises where you guys have to stay in the same line. Okay? Okay. It's going to take some passes and some practice, so no stress here. Okay? Everybody, go ahead. Keep looking left and right, being aware of where your neighbor is, so you're a straight line across. Go ahead, you guys. Go ahead. Keep track of your neighbors left and right, where they are. Make sure you're staying even with them. You can stop right there, turn around. Good. So take your step forward. There you go. Good. Yep. Okay. Back row, come forward 1 step. So little dog, we can actually help manipulate a little bit if we need to. There, you got it. Good. All right, so same thing again. When I say go, I want everybody to go at the same time. Okay, go ahead. And just keep track of your neighbor left and right. Good. See, this way, everybody dogs. Do your best to put your dogs into a sit, whatever way you would like to. And then once you get them there, switch hands. Remember what we do? There we go. Excellent. It's like synchronized swimming. Good. Yep. Excellent. So now we're going to go down and back using our opposite hand. Good. And the backs of your hands should be facing me too. The hand that's holding the leash, the back of the hand should be facing me. Good. So that leash there, so he's having a hard time because it's coming down on the opposite side of the body. So twist it, so there you go. That's better. See, sometimes it's little things like that that actually create or make it harder to walk our dogs, when sometimes it's just the change of the leash can make it easier. Okay? Ready? Everybody go. Same time. Go ahead. Look at your neighbor's back row. Look at your neighbors. It's okay. That's how we help and support each other. I'm just going to fill in with the second line and walk with you guys. Makes me feel like I'm part of the club. And I want you to turn into your dogs to turn around. Don't turn away from them. So you should be turning to your right. Cutting right in front of them. Good. So look, the reason that I'm a big fan of turning into them, as you just did, they were on your right. We turn into them. It doesn't usually require leash tension or pressure on the leash. But if they're on your right and we go this way to turn around, especially for this back row, when all of a sudden they get all sorts of eye contact, if we turn away and we have to apply tension on the leash, that can make them go, wait, what's going on? And it changes their body language, and it can cause a reaction from the other dog. So do your best to always turn in front of your dog. Okay, same thing. Go ahead, come back. Good. Keep track of your neighbors. Make sure they're right even with you. In front of them, going right there. Yeah, do Katie here, KK here, and then Christina on the back, cone back there. Just hang here for just a second. Okay, dog should remain in your right hand. Okay. What? Yeah, yep, yep. So what we're doing here is this is kind of like gears. So our circle is going to be moving in a different direction as theirs. So in this section, you'll see how you'll be crossing paths with dogs in this section here. Okay? Sounds very complicated to start with, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to go pretty easily. So David, you're going to be going this way around the circle, so you can kind of turn and face in this direction. Yep. Virginia, the other way. You got it. You're going to be going that way, right? Okay. You guys got it over there? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead and start walking around the circle. Nice. His tail is still like, it's go time. At least he's spirited, right? Yeah. Good. Good. Go ahead and come to a stop. Good. Now put them into your left hand, so switch sides. It's like calculus, right? Would be for me. See, Ethan and I can laugh about it because we don't have dogs in our hands. Good. And you're going to keep moving in the same direction that you were just moving in. Okay, go ahead. Same direction. See, now the dogs are on the inside at this crossway here. By the way, if anybody knows how to run a drone or has somebody to hire somebody to record this, so I haven't yelled on. Everybody come to a halt. So now we're going to recover from this. Okay, so relax the leash. Good. Again. Stop again. You have to teach the brain kind of a reaction. So this is how we're all supporting Big Bad. Okay? I don't need to. The leash is doing the work. Because otherwise, what I find in my experience is that we start barking with them. We get embarrassed because we have that dog. I can tell you, and it's very safe to say, at some point, every dog in this group has probably reacted that way at some point in their lives. So we're all in this together. You're alone with how your dog behaves. You're probably in the majority, honestly. So we wait for the energy to change, the brain to change. Let's start walking again. We'll see what happens. Good. So this will be the test because this is what triggered him before. Didn't even look at the puppy before, or this time, so that was great. See? No, this is what, to me, this is also what you expect, right? I would rather it happen a number of times before I start rewarding, you know? Trance a little bit, right? So he's starting to feel a little bit better. So the next time you come to that intersection there, I want you to look down at your guy, because we know everything else is controlled, right? So we don't expect any really, variables here. Down at him, just to see if you or anything like good. Then you can give him a little. Come to a stop. Reverse directions. So face the opposite direction that you were just walking. Dog still on the left. Dogs remain on the left. You're just going to go in the opposite direction in the circle. This evens out your brain. Okay, go ahead. Good. Good. Then come. Nice job. So you're going to swing around in front of them and change sides. We're still changing sides. Right. Good. Okay. Go ahead and keep closer. In my lessons, this is your time to practice patterns in your dogs of any long staring, stiffness, whatever that it is. Good. Good. See, that was better, right, Christina? Yep. Okay. Come to a stop again. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a 5-minute break. You can walk anywhere inside this fenced-in area. You can take your dogs to get a drink. I would also take this time to connect with them. Maybe a little affection, nothing exciting. And then also, this is the biggie. dogs are not allowed to meet. We're not doing any like on leash meets. Let's walk up to each other and put undue pressure on each other. So you can pick a spot, you can move around, and give them a chance to get a drink if you want to, and then we'll resume in just a couple of minutes. Okay?
So we do figure eight, right? And then donut, okay? And then the big line. Yep. And then free for all. Gotcha.
Pretty sure that's all of it, right?
So figure eight, donut, line. Yeah.
It's like the line at the rest area when everybody lines up for the water. It's fun, right? The back and forth and right and left, and yeah. When you're walking him, really only want this to be like a flick of the wrist, like
To get his attention.
just yeah,
Okay.
just enough to be like, hey buddy, slow down,
Okay.
right? If he's already out pulling, right, then we just have to come to a stop to get him to start, like every little step, like so he learns. There's a boundary here.
Okay.
You see what I mean with the fragile? By the way, I've just did what I can do.
Right.
If it's more than this, then I may have to completely stop and move off to the side.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so curious.
Yeah.
In that video, I was like, I just don't even know what to do with you.
It's, especially on narrow paths,
Yeah.
it's really difficult because they're either in front or they're like back here,
Right.
and it gets really hard. Yeah. Yep. All right, we'll start back up again. So get back to your circles from where you finished last for me, please. We're going to kick things up a notch here. We're going to cut everybody loose, and then everybody's going to leave the fence, and we're all going to go home and let him be. Funny haha? Yeah, kind of, right? I was wondering if anybody caught on to that or not. Good. So, Christina, you're going to face this way. Okay? So we're going in this direction, right? We'll put them on the right to start with. So, Kate, you're going to be facing in this direction. Okay? And Melissa, you can come around a little bit closer. Good. All right. We're going to do a figure eight, which means we're crossing paths here. So, Christina, you're going to end up going across over here. Kate, you're going to end up going across over there. So what's going to happen here is you guys have to make eye contact with each other, right? I would also like it if you maybe just said hi or how's it go? Just something, because we also want the dogs to understand that you're not concerned about that person and that other dog. So we can't share that energy of like, oh no, here, I got to get through here. Holy crap, right? Because that will add into your dog's reaction. So ideally, this should almost be like an alternating thing, right? One dog crosses, this one crosses over here. Okay? Just make sure that you're giving the person in front of you a little space. It makes this easier over here. Okay? So dogs in the right hand. Everybody understand? We'll see how it goes. Yeah? We'll get the puppy up and motivated, hopefully. It's a lot of steps for those little legs. Okay. Christina, go ahead and start us off. Go first. And then everybody just start following in line. Everybody moves. There we go. This is stuff and good. We want to do this. Good. Good. Or a down if he prefers. It's a lot mentally for a very young, 10 or 11 weeks. So it's all brand new. Think of how much this guy can grow from this stuff early on. You know? Correct. Good. Good, good, good. Well, the hand that's holding the leash. This is the thing. You're going to look for pockets of time to where it can be just those two fingers. Other times you may need to hand. But this is learning sensitivity. It's also teaching the dog that if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, you're going to lighten the load on the leash as well. It's hard to trust, I know. So shorten. There you go, Christina. Good. Good. And everybody come to a stop. And just reverse your direction. Turn around. I know, it's very difficult. You're going to go home and tell your families, guess what Ian did to us? He made us turn around. Good. Now it's just a reverse 8. Go ahead. Same thing with the two fingers. Thumb and index finger if it's going well. If not, rein them back in. That's too much leash, Marianne. There you go. Good. Virginia, reel in a little leash for me. Good. Good. Stop right there. Christina, come back up here. Everybody else can stay where you are. Same dog, right? He's like, that little puppy, I'm going to teach him. He needs to know a rule or two. Good. So all I want you to do is readjust to see if you can get him to face this way, even though he's looking at that beautiful girl behind him. He's like, I want her phone number. There. Okay. Now, hold on. Before you start, I want you to start, but look at him the whole time. Okay? And look, if he starts when he starts walking, if you see any of this starting to happen, that's when I just want you to do that little flick of your wrist, like what I showed you over there. Everybody else can stay where they are. We're just gonna. This is how we pinpoint things. Right there. Good. And then turn around and go back, Christina. So this is going to be like your spot right here. And then turn around and come back. You notice he didn't do it on the way back because she's in between. Good. And then turn around and go back. Good. We're going to do it one more time. Stop right there. Relax. Both arms. There. Take a breath. Seriously. It's going to refresh yourself. Good. Start walking again. So it's just his eye contact that's doing it. Yep. Turn around and come back. See, he's Prancy McGee walking in this direction. The other way, he's like, don't you look at me. Yeah. Good. Good. Let me see him for a second.
Now, should I stop in that situation and have him sit? it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally we just want him to be able to walk by, right? So. See, he's focused on you, right? Yep. But this is also a part of him being able to handle it. So they have to experience being able to handle it first, right? Shh. I should probably let you see my eyes. Shh. So it's structure right off, right? See, he went into avoidance. So he's like, I'm not supposed to do anything towards that dog. Yeah. And he's just playful puppy. He doesn't know any better, right? Yeah. So take him right from here. Just keep right on moving. Same thing again. See, he forgot about the beautiful girl behind him. Now he's like, who's this guy? Yep, and then bring him right back. Look down at him. There we go. Good. So here's the thing. When you go back there and come back this way, I want your left arm to be relaxed. It needs to be jello while you're holding the leash. And then if he reacts, then you give your wrist a little flick. Relax. There. So you see how we can pinpoint a situation, and by repeating it to desensitize what's happening, then we can recover. Obviously, we don't have the ability to do this out in public, but that's why you are all here. So then we can do this. And then he learns, like, this is not that big of a deal. I can still survive this. I don't need to tell off the puppy. Okay?
I'm curious, is because the puppy started out, is that another reason that he's feeling like, okay, I don't need to bark at him anymore?
Sorry, so because the puppy did that, are you asking it's because that's why he's not reacting?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It probably startled him to a degree,
yeah.
but by this maintaining this, keeping it keep it happening, then we can still desensitize it. But good question. Okay, one more time. Listen, this next time, when Christina gets by and gets to here, everybody's going to start moving again. Okay? Assuming there's no reactions. Good. Nice job. Okay? Pause. This way. Good. No, we paused too long, but long enough. Good. See? We just crossed paths again, right? That was good. We're going to have these two cross paths again, and then we'll change exercises. Yeah. Remember, watch him, Christina. Oh, well, they're not going to cross. That's good. Okay, good. Everybody stop here. I want you five, Ethan, if you can get them up against the fence over there, about 4 or 5 feet apart. Or you four, I should say. Everybody else, I want you up against the fence for me and facing out towards me. You want to come over here, Katie? Or in here is fine. Huh? Oh, yeah. My little Frenchie May likes to do that. Yeah. Good. So remember how we did the 2 lines over here moving in the same direction? We're just doing 1 line here. So all dogs in your left hand for me. And we're going to walk across as 1 line. So you really have to pay attention to your neighbor here and make sure that you're in line with them. So you're looking left and right. You're being aware of what's happening around you. You're also paying attention to your dog. Okay? There you go, Ace. Just take a break. Lift the leg and take a break. It's okay. Okay. Everybody ready? Dogs on the left. Okay, go ahead across. Keep track of your neighbor to make sure you're in line. Look both ways. Look both ways. What's happening? Look both ways. There we go. Good. Takes a couple times to do this to get the hang of it, and for the dogs too. And when you get to the fence line, just turn around and face me and put them into a sit. Good. Jim, you can get closer on the end. Good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. Ready? Go ahead. Keep track of your neighbor. See, it's always smoother the second time around. Peeing. It's like waves of a boat, right? The one, everybody. Okay, go ahead. See, this also forces you to possibly walk at a different pace too, right? Your dog's so used to a certain pace. Turn and face me again. Good. This time put them on your right. Good. Relax your arm. Yeah, then relax. Keep track of your neighbor. Good. Come ahead. Good. Good. Turn around and keep coming. We can get a flow to this. An area of the grass and all sorts of stuff. Good. So I want everybody to walk with a little bit more of a sense of intention. Okay, so the 5 that were over here with Ethan before, I want you to come over here and get on the inside of the circle for me. So the 5 that were over there to start with, come over here and get on the inside of the circle. I've got more than 5 coming at me. Yeah. Good. Yep. Were you? Who was the 5th? You were? Yep. Come right over here. Yep. Good. Now my 6 are going to get on the outside of this circle. So come on over and spread yourselves out around the outside of this circle. This is our donut drill. Put all the dogs, keep them in your right hand. And put them into a sit. This is the one that gets complicated. I see a lot of deer in headlights look right now. You guys see it too? Confusion? Good. So what's going to happen is our inside group is going to go in one direction. The outside group is going to go in the opposite direction. Okay? So Marianne and Tara, I'm going to have you face the other way for me. So you're going to stay right here the way you are, Melissa. Okay? Virginia's going to face me. So you're good, you're good, you're good. Christina, you're going to face in that direction. David in that direction. Dogs on your right hand for me, please. Sounds confusing. It always does to start with, but... Okay, everybody ready? Everybody understand? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead, start moving. Again, notice how we're doing this with the dogs on the outside and the humans on the inside. So it's just like the first exercise that we did. We're just a little different proximity. Good. Go ahead and come to a stop. Put them into a sit. Switch hands. So put them into your left hand. Look at how smooth that looks now. Oh my gosh. It's great. Yep. Everybody good? Good, 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 good. Okay. Start up again for me. Good. Little less leash there, Jim. Just reel it in a little bit. Good. See, this goes right back to the beginning where you're just getting more eye contact between the dogs. What was I doing putting the biggest dog on the inside, Marianne? You can holler at me next time I do that. Yeah. Yeah, the smallest one's on the outside and the biggest one's on the inside. That was... Yes, yeah. I always say it's not my finest moment. Good. Then come to a stop. Good. So my newbies, did you like this? Yes? Yeah? Very talkative group tonight. Very talkative. Good. We'll wrap it up. Just as usual, give space on the way out here unless there's any questions anybody has about tonight at all. Yeah. Yeah. Great question. Great question, because what happens a lot is, you know, if our dog's on the left and they start really creating this eye contact, sometimes the correction is so strong that we may give, right, that we don't want to, that we create avoidance. So then we create the, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to. Avoidance is not the goal. Acceptance is the goal. So I don't mind if the dog can walk by me. What I do mind, and so I don't in that direction. I just, yeah, they can look at each other like, you know, what's going on? I've seen you a few times. And we walk by. That's fine. But if we stop the eye contact every time and correct it, we're like, no, don't look. Then the dog's going to be like, oh crap, I can't look at anything. And then this is like a suppression that comes over the dog because you're denying the dog. First do this to where the dogs are on the inside. They kind of look at each other like, what's going on? What's going on? They're feeling each other out. And the more you do it, the more it just desensitizes them, and then they realize, wow, I'm not going to die. So I guess I can keep moving. Make sense? Yeah, great question, though. Good. Anybody else? Go ahead. Well, you have the same vibe here amongst everybody, right? So there's that. Also, this was 100% structure for you and her the whole time. From the time that you came through the gate, it was, this is what's happening. So even the first couple of times in the beginning when she had a little reaction, no, you're just saying like, no, we're not doing that here. So it's creating that structure and those expectations. So yeah, this right here is a big deal for many dogs in here. So it's a great way to end it too. It's a great vibe. So good. Anything else? Always willing to answer questions. Yeah.
He's kind of moving around and kind of inching in a little bit. Do you think he wants to try to get to know a dog, or he's just...
I'm sure there's some sort of social desire in there to be like, hey.
Just a little bit?
Yeah. Yep. But these are the times where we start to, look, you've all stopped and you're staying here. But these are the times when we end up sitting here talking to somebody, and then our dog starts to get a little antsy, and then they start to go over here. And then I'm still talking, but I'm following my dog going, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll meet you for dinner. And the dog keeps going. So the dog gets that reinforcement for moving instead of us saying, we're going to stay here until it's time to move. So this is kind of the time to be the tree, so to speak, that they're tied to, but they're slack on the leash.
So you don't want him to move around? You just want him to...
I'm okay. Like, for me, it depends on how strict that you want to be. For me, in this setting, you're keeping your butt right here. And as many times as you get up, you're going to end up right back here. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you go through the here we go again, right? And then yeah. Well, you can always teach the puppy that it's okay for us to leave and walk away, right? Teach kids that in school. Somebody's going to try to pick a fight, you can walk away. That's an option. Absolute space is always your best friend. I've yet to come across a situation where it's not. So you can always remove away. So in this, but good question, because a puppy, the world is fair game. He has no idea that he can, what he can do and what he's not supposed to do, right? We saw that yesterday. So, but for him in that situation, you're doing great. You're like, nope, you still have to stay here. Teaches the brain, and he gets to learn from the other adult dogs that are just hanging out. This is what we're doing. Yeah, that's the other influence too, KK, that you're getting from all the energy is that she's seeing that everybody else is, yeah, yep, for sure. Good.
So I know that you do lessons here.
Yeah.
Lessons here. Will you come hiking with me?
Depends on, are we talking Everest or are we talking?
Me too. But somewhere.
We can do like the rec path or something. Yeah, or rail trail.
Path is fun. It's the whole. It's when we're hiking that. It's what I sent you in the video.
Yeah.
That's what happens every time we hike.
Yeah. We start in the parking lot.
Okay.
Because that's where it usually begins.
Okay.
It's how we get them out of the car and where we start from there. If they come out of the car hot, they're going to hit the trail hot, you know. But yeah, we can certainly schedule a time to meet at a trailhead or something, for sure. Yep, yep, good. All right, we will see you all next week. I'll get the gates open for you. Yeah. Yeah, and then it becomes autopilot. Yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.